Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we are talking 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way, Season 6, Episode 16, The Daughter of the Bride. Ooh, and I'm going to tell you what, the Daughter of the Bride was something else in this episode, but we're going to get to that soon. But the first couple I want to talk is James and Tata. So, crying Tata is always like complaining about something. James is always complaining about the money thing. And, they just can't make up their mind on what they really want. So in this episode, they're, as we mentioned last week, James and Tata are preparing for a second wedding and everything. And Tata's parents, especially her father, is not understanding the price range for them. James said that he's just under the impression that Americans are rich and everything, that they can handle it, when it's clearly not the case with them. So in this episode, they meet up to talk about that. They meet up with Tata's parents, and James wanted to come clean to them about him not wanting to have kids, because throughout the season, that's been the topic of discussion for them, is that Tata wants to have kids, but James doesn't. And so he talked to her parents about it. And, they said that, the purpose, they feel like the purpose of getting married is to have kids and stuff and everything. And I don't necessarily see that. You don't have to, the purpose of getting married is not to have kids. It's about falling in love with your soulmate and wanting to spend the rest of your life with your soulmate. Adding kids to that, yes, is a blessing, but it's not the number one purpose of getting married. So he tells them that he doesn't really want to have kids, and they said that you don't have they feel like you don't have a legacy if you don't want to have kids and everything. There's nothing to really grow on and everything. In James and Tata's case, they really think that having a kid is gonna solve all their problems. They're sadly mistaken. She does not want to come back to America. He kind of wants to come back so he can make more money. I actually think, last week I had mentioned that, they said that they went to plenty of doctors for Tata when she was in America. And then ironically, when she got back to Indonesia, she found a doctor that took care of her problems. A little conspiracy there, but I mean, we talked about that before, but I mean, that's just whatever, But yeah, I mean, that was all we seen from James and Tata. So moving on, next couple I want to talk is Sarper and Shekinah. So as we know, Shekinah is in surgery getting her nose done. The surgery went well, lasted a couple hours. Sarper was basically worried and everything because he didn't know what to do. When she was in recovery, they said that she was conscious, but just not speaking. So Sarper, surprisingly, Sarper actually gained a tiny bit of brownie points. He was really there for her. He was helping her and everything. Shekinah was like, this is, we have our problems, but this is the sign of Sarper that I love. He's there for me. I'm in tears because I'm thinking about it. He's been taking good care of me. He loves me, this, and that. And that was pretty cool. Good job, Sarper. Good job. That's all you're going to get from me. This is all you're getting from me and everything. And that was literally all we seen from Sarper and Shekinah. So, yeah. So the next couple I want to talk is Statler and Dempsey. So, the van life is starting to catch up to them and everything. They've been traveling all through Europe, all through England. They went to France and everything. They're going to go to this little nice spot in France. Statler now has to return to work, and she has to when her and Dempsey's van life agreement was Statler will work since she's able to work remotely. She could work in the van and Dempsey just be the van wife or whatever. Well, After 2 weeks of traveling, Statler had to return back to work, and she's trying to get her internet and everything hooked up, and things weren't working. Like her hotspot wasn't working, and everything. They had to travel to find like a good spot for internet so she can log in and stuff. And then there was like There was a big issue with this adapter that she needed for her monitor, and that it wouldn't fit in the outlets in the van. So like Statler, of course, starts freaking out and everything. Dempsey is irritated with her freaking out, because she was like, Statler had we've been on the road for 2 weeks, and we could have had this done like from the get go. So I don't know why she's like blaming me. And actually, you know what? For once, I do agree with that, because I'm really picky when it comes to my internet too. And when I moved, like that was my number one like priority, is to make sure my internet is set. So if I'm in the van life, doing the van life, like that's like the moment I get my stuff in there, the first thing I'm going to do is just check my internet, especially if I have to work in here and everything. That's the first thing I would be doing, is just checking my internet and getting that set up. How am I going to work and everything? That would be my number one priority. So Dempsey is right about that. Statler should have just done that from the get-go. So Statler just starts working. She's just irritated because she's not feeling like Dempsey's understanding this and everything. So Dempsey decides to go out into the town and just enjoy the day. Like she went like on this like little hike, and just like out in the mountains and stuff with the snow mountains and everything. She did go to the store for Statler to get the adapter that she needed to work and everything. And Dempsey had like a really nice day out. But when she got back to the van, she cooked dinner for Statler and everything. And, she asked, did you enjoy your time without me? And Statler said yes and everything. And Dempsey all of a sudden just starts crying. And we don't really see Dempsey cry that much. We see Statler cry, but we see Dempsey, but it's rare when we see Dempsey, because, Dempsey is like this real positive girl, and like just so upbeat, eating flowers and stuff and everything. And, she said that this is starting to take a toll on her too, because she's used to being alone. She's used to like just doing things her way. So now she has to think about Statler and everything. And she's also irritated that Statler is just being a negative Nancy, basically. So, it's tough for both of them. It's an adjustment. Doing this for the rest of your life, it's just too, it's a dream, but it's not so much a reality. The reality is like this would be like a little bit easier if they were like retired and stuff and wanted to do this, but they're really young. They're still very young and have their whole lives still ahead of them. If this was the retirement plan, this would be perfect, but they're not there yet. And I think that that's ultimately why they're not together, because I just think that they just jumped this too soon. Like they could do this like for like a vacation type thing, like a 2-week vacation. Let's just say like Statler works like for a while, and then like takes like 2-week vacations throughout the year, and they could go travel Europe. That would be great and stuff, and that would be more convenient, I think, than just like doing it the whole life. Because Statler even said now, since she's back at work, she talked to her boss, she has to work 30 days straight. And they want to go to all these places, but they're going to have to like take care of that in the morning and everything before she has to work and everything. And Dempsey gets to go enjoy these places, and Statler can't. And that's not fair. So yeah, but that was basically it for Statler and Dempsey. It was unfortunate on how that played about. But like I said, I do see Dempsey's point. Like I said, whenever I move, every time that I have moved, my number one priority has always been to make sure my internet's hooked up, especially since I do work from home too. So, that's obviously the top priority for me, because, like bosses don't care that you're moving as long as you're hooked up. it's a privilege to be able to work remotely, but like, you got to make sure. This is why also companies require you to send them your internet, a screenshot of your internet speed. So just saying. But anyway, that was Statler and Dempsey. And the last couple we're going to talk is Josh and Lily. And oh my God. Y'all, I don't think they together. I think they're going to get divorced because it's getting bad. I had high hopes throughout the season for Josh and Lily, but now it's just getting to the point, and now like I'm getting irritated with Josh because this episode, Lily's 27-year-old daughter is in town and everything. I guess she's in town for the wedding and stuff, but Josh had said that she is not his favorite person because like she tried to like meddle in the relationship a lot. Lily sees her daughter as her best friend and everything. She confides to her and everything. So Lily's daughter, I think her name was Vivian, comes in and then didn't waste no time just bashing Josh. She comes in and is like, why didn't Josh help you? Lily showed her the plays and all the work that she did. And she's like, why didn't Josh help? Why wasn't Josh here for you? And why isn't he not working and stuff? I would have kicked him out in a heartbeat and everything. He doesn't love you. Like, she was just going on and on and on, basically. And Lily was just like, like, I mean, when I did all this, he was still in the U.S., and she was like, it doesn't matter. He should have still provided some emotional support and everything and whatnot. And then, like, they just started talking. They started talking about, like, their problems and everything. Like, like, lack of intimacy, the constant arguing and stuff, and preparing for the second wedding and stuff. So later, Josh's brother, who's still Jared, that's still there, they got to meet up with Lily and her daughter. And again, didn't waste no time. It's like, hi, nice to finally meet you. And Vivian, Lily's daughter, was just like, I know I don't like you. I'm not too fond of you because remember, I heard about the girl in Vietnam. So I'm just like, wait, what girl in Vietnam? So here's the backstory with that. And this is kind of messed up. Back when Josh and Lily like first like met, like they had an off and on relationship when they first met. And when they were off, I guess Josh had got with a new girl and like took a picture with her on his social media and whatever and everything. And then like Lily like, was, back and forth, whatever she was doing and stuff. And then like when him and Lily tried to work out and she saw the picture, Josh had said that he posted the picture because the girl actually died. And I'm just like, oh, she died? And then come to find out that was a lie. He said that, he said that she had died, and so he basically could get back with Lily and just not be in the doghouse. He realized that was wrong. Yes, that is wrong. How you just gonna tell a person that died? Like that's not something you lie about. That's not something you joke around about and everything. And so like it just turned into a whole big argument about like he started basically deflecting, like, well, Lily was doing this, she was still talking to this other American guy, and Lily was like, no, you're lying, I wasn't. I didn't talk to multiple people at once and everything. And Lily's daughter was just like really, really like hammering him like with stuff like that. And Josh was just like, I knew your daughter was going to come into our relationship like this and everything. And then like flat out Lily just said like, Josh, you're a terrible person and everything. And he was like, no, we got to move forward. She keeps bringing up the past. We're trying to move forward. This is between me and you now. And Josh's brother, Jared was just like, Josh, like, stop. Because like you are being insensitive to the situation right now and everything. And and he was like, he told his brothers like, well, I'm with Lily, I'm not with her, like, but you guys are married and this is her daughter, so you guys are now kind of related and stuff. So when you marry Lily, you're married into her family as well and everything. And the brother just flat out told Josh, which I agree, you need to be more sensitive to the situation. You need to like quit thinking that you're right the whole time when you're not. Like you're not right in this situation, and you need to be like more comforting, like and everything. And he was right. He was right. Josh was really doing a lot of deflecting and everything. He wasn't taking accountability for his actions and stuff and everything. Do I agree that they need to move on? Yes. But, do I agree that the daughter came in hot? Yes. But, he has to like own up to it and everything instead of making Lily look like the bad person. Lily's done a lot. Now, here's the thing about this too, and this is the big debate, like the whole season with Josh not working and everything. Josh is legally not allowed to work moving to China. He moved to China so he can be with his wife. They are married. You're supposed to be with your spouse. This is what, he knew that. They have to be more understanding on that legally. He just legally can't. If he tried to work, he would go to jail. He would go to prison, basically, like and everything. They don't seem to understand that. Like, so you have to cut him some slack with that. But Josh needs to do more like around the house, like help, just add on to that, all that cool stuff that Lily did before he came and stuff and everything. And I guess he's not doing that and stuff. And now Lily is just gave an ultimatum. We may have to cancel this wedding. So it's just a hot mess. Like, Josh just gets on Instagram after every episode to defend like what really happened in the episode and everything. But apparently, like on their TikToks, I don't have TikTok, but other social media, other YouTubers that claim that they're not following each other on TikTok or whatever, and there's nothing of them on TikTok together, and possibly they may not be together. And that's unfortunate. That really is. So, yeah, but yeah, it was just a complete mess with Josh and Lily in this episode. So, yeah, but what can you do? But anyway, guys, that is the end of my review. We did not see Corona and Inky again, and we didn't see Joanne and Sean. Maybe we'll see them again next week. But thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be back on tomorrow to recap Married at First Sight. So until then, y'all stay safe and have a good one. Bye, y'all.